Toronto was alive with lights and murmurs the night Eternity premiered. Cameras blinked, fans cheered, and down the line there was Miles Teller, a guy who, in the public eye, has been everything from Maverick's wingman to the embodiment of a generation's raw vulnerability. But on this night, between the flash and the small talk, he did something rarer than a headline. He let the camera in on what he really wants. Not the kind of success that fills a trophy case, but the kind that fills a household. You think of Hollywood and you picture immortality. A face on a poster, a clip in a montage, an echoing name that keeps coming back. But when Miles Teller talks about eternity, he doesn't picture fame at all. He pictures a block of neighbors, the people he loves, and a pack of dogs. He laughs. He teases Tom Cruise and the kinetic force of modern cinema, and says, plain as day, no, I wouldn't take him to eternity. It's cheeky, it's human, and it's exactly the kind of moment that makes you realize celebrity doesn't erase the quiet yearnings we all have. To belong, to laugh, to just be. Stay with me. In the next 20 minutes, we'll walk the red carpet at TIFF with Miles Teller. Hear what he really thinks about a possible Top Gun 3. Feel the warmth when he speaks about his wife Keleigh. And discover the kind of eternity he's quietly recruiting for himself. Want the best Hollywood stories told with heart? Subscribe to CelebSpill now and join the conversation. Toronto's festival energy is its own character. Old hotels humming with conversations, queue lines stretching like scenes waiting to unfold, and the palpable electricity of first screenings. Eternity arrived with quiet confidence. It's a film that asks questions about time, love, and decision-making, placing real human stakes at its center. Miles walked the line between star and storyteller, steering the talk back to the film's heart. He joked about teams, Team Luke or Team Larry, and left the verdict to audiences. That's the charm of the festival circuit. It's a democracy of taste. Then came the inevitable Top Gun question. The interviewer smiled. Last time we saw each other was Top Gun, I guess. Miles leaned into the moment. Yeah, that's gonna be happening soon, right? His answer carried hope, caution, and excitement all at once. We'll see. I think that's gonna happen. Hollywood loves ambiguity, but this felt like more than PR theater. It was a promise wrapped in restraint, and he reminded everyone that if another film happens, Tom Cruise will make sure the fans are satisfied. That led to the most unforgettable exchange of the night. Is he the person you would take into eternity? Miles answered instantly, no. The crowd laughed. He explained, I like to chill, and that's not Tom. Tom's on the move, dude. It wasn't shade as it was affection. The kind of honesty friends can share. Eternity with Cruise, he joked, would be exhausting. Instead, Miles shared his real vision of forever. I'm with Keleigh, he said. He imagined a block filled with his wife, family, and loved ones who had passed, all living side by side. And of course, dogs. Got to have dogs. All dogs go to heaven. The picture he painted wasn't of marble halls or endless applause, but of home, of belonging, of an ordinary paradise where he could keep choosing the people who matter most. That's when the conversation turned tender. He had just celebrated his 6th wedding anniversary with Keleigh. His face softened as he spoke about her. She's my little sweetheart, he said, describing how much he loved the way she marked the moment on Instagram. It wasn't about glamour or grand gestures. It was about a daily gratitude that made their relationship feel like an anchor. In a world of flashy headlines, his love sounded refreshingly quiet, ordinary, and real. And still, he kept the mood light. Asked if he was Team Luke or Team Larry, he grinned. You're asking Larry. Obviously, I'm Team Larry. But then he stepped back and left it to audiences, the way good actors often do, trusting viewers to feel, to choose, and to carry the story in their own hearts. Why does this matter? Because these moments show us the heartbeat of a celebrity. Miles Teller, standing on that TIFF carpet, reminded us that the dreams of an actor are not so different from our own. He loves the thought of dogs in heaven. He longs for neighbors who feel like family. He treasures anniversaries and the small gestures of devotion, and he's not afraid to admit that eternity with Tom Cruise might be a bit too much cardio. He left us with both a tease and a truth. A tease that Top Gun 3 might just be real, something the fans can hold on to, and a truth about love and life. That eternity is best spent with the people who give you peace. Miles Teller gave us a candid, funny, and quietly profound take on forever. Not as a star, but as a husband, a son, and a friend. He teased the future, celebrated the present, and honored the past. If you enjoyed this emotional Hollywood moment, subscribe to CelebSpill for more stories that go beyond the headlines. Subscribe now to CelebSpill, because the best stories aren't just told, they're felt.